Hello students, I hope you all are safe at your home. Today we are going to start chapter 2, Functions in Python. So let's start with the function in Python. A function is a group of statements that exist within a program for the purpose of performing a specific task. Or we can say that a function is used to utilize the code in more than one place in a program. That means when we want to use a function in one place or in the another place for different types of purpose, so we can create the functions in our program. Here you can see the example here. X is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. We are giving the value x. These are your input values, and then function will perform the cube of the values. That means y will store the cube of the x cube. So we can write this statement like y is equals to x cube. So the output will become like the cube of 0 will 0 and the input is 1. So the cube will be 1, same as next input is 2. So the cube of 2 will be 8 and the next input of x is 3. So the function y will perform the cube of 3, that is 27. So that means we can say that when we do any kind of task in a program, we have to just give the logic here and the function will perform its task. Here is Python function explanation and examples. Function can be better explained by using the example of dishwasher that is used in our daily life. You can see here is dishwasher machine. It will input the dirty dishes. That means this is your input data and it will clean out. The function of this machine is it will wash the dishes and the output that will be the clean dishes came out here. So we can say that will be the output. So the main task of this dishwasher machine is, first of all, we can add water and detergent. Secondly, it will wash the dishes and third one is dry them out. So this is main all about the working of the dishwasher machine. We can say that a dishwasher is just like a function. The next topic is how to define and call a function in Python. So here we learn about how we can create the Python function. So in this way we have to use the def keyword. Which keyword? Def keyword we can use. It is a keyword by which we can create the function. Look at the example here. We have to write def, then we have to write function name, and then we can write the print statement by which we can use the statement of function definition. When we call to function, we have to write simply students function name, that is your function 1. So when we call to a function, just simply write the name of the function, whatever the name you have given in a program, so we can use in a same way manner, that is your function call statement. With the help of this coding, you can see the output is here, that is your I am learning Python function. So simply we have to use def function, that is your used for creating the functions. Next one is significance of indentation or space in Python. As you all are aware that Python does not works on indentation problem. That means when we doesn't give any proper space in our coding, it will create an error. As you can see in the diagram here, def function 1, then we are writing print I am learning Python function, then we are calling the function 1. Okay, so when we write this, like, it will create an indentation error. Which error is, friends? Indentation error. This is called indentation error. That means we have to give proper space in our program to reduce the errors. So we can correct them by using the space. At the end you can see def function 1, then we can give the space, then we write print I am learning Python function. So with the help of this statement we can remove the indentation or spacing error from our program. So next is how function return a value. Basically function always return a value. That means when we store the data in a function, it will be like numeric, integer, float, character, varchar, etc. Any kind of value we can store in a function. You know very well, students. So we have to use return keyword. Which keyword? Return keyword. That will help to store the value returned by the function. Here is the example in which we are not using any return value. That means what will be the output? We can see here. We can write like def square x, this is your function name, then we write print x into x. Listen carefully students, we are writing print x into x. That means we are multiplying the value x by x, that will square the value. Okay, fine. So the next, when we print the print square 4, it will return none. You can see here it will return none. That means we are not using return keyword by in this function that will return any value. So the one question raised in the mind when we are writing the print statement, why the output is none? So no problem, we can use the different way also. Look here. To make this clear, we replace the print command with assignment operator or assignment command. You know very well, equal to operator. So we are writing def square x. We are writing here y is equals to x into x. Here y we are using, y is a variable which will store the square of the x. Okay. When we write the print square 4, again the output came none. That means when we write the print square command, it will actually return the value of the object since we don't have any specific function to run over the program. Okay, that means it will always return a value none because it doesn't have any return type. Got it, students? I hope you understand what I am trying to saying, that it doesn't have any return statement that will hold the square of the value. So it will give the output none. So here we will see how to retrieve the output using return command. When we use the return function and execute the code, it will give the output 16. See the example very carefully, students. Def square x, this is your function definition as you know. Then we are writing return x into x. See very carefully, return x into x. We are writing here return keyword. With the help of this keyword, this function will return the output. Look here, print square 4. When we write the print square 4, that means return with the help of the return keyword, the def function will store the value of 4 and it will square the value of 4, that is your 16. So here when we use a return keyword, it will return the value of the function, that is your 16. So it is very clear that when we are writing the print statement, it will not give the output. When we are writing any variable, it will not give the desired output. So we have to use the return keyword with the function definition word. So it will give the correct and desired output, that is your 16 according to our coding. Here is the complete Python code. You can see here are some examples of function calling and function definition. The first one is def function 1 followed by these two print statements. First one is I am learning Python function, still in function 1. So when we call this function, this will print both these two statements. Okay students. The next example is def square of x, then return x into x. When we write the def function, we have to use the simply return keyword, keep in mind always. And when we write print square of x, that means or square of 4 or any value we can say here. So it will print the return keyword, that means it will print the square of any value or any logic you perform in the program. We have to use the return keyword. Next one is def multiply x comma y is equals to 0. In the sense, we can say that x is the value entered by the user. Okay, you know very well. So what is y is equals to 0? Y is equals to 0, students. It is called a default argument. What is called? It is a default argument. Yes. So when it is used, I am telling you, when we enter the value of y, you can see here print statement is written here. The value of y is y. So when you enter the value of y, suppose you have entered 6. So the value of 6 will be stored in the variable y, and the old value of y will be removed. Listen students, will be removed. Why? Because you have entered the next and new value in the variable y. Always remember, the default arguments always work when we doesn't give any variable. We doesn't give any value in a variable. That means y will be works as 0. But when we give the new value in a y, it will omitted of the older value of y, that is your 0. So this is called a default arguments. And the same way followed by the multiply function we are following. So we have to return x into y, and the print multiply y is equals to 2 and x is equals to 4. These are the new current or actual arguments by which we can perform these functions. So I hope you all understand this topic. Thank you.